There's spoilers for Elden Ring NightReign in this video, obviously. So if you don't want to see that, don't watch this video just at all. Anyway, this is Elden Ring NightReign. So far, I am 26 hours deep. 6 bosses killed, I believe. How many? Here we go. No, 5 bosses killed. I've killed 5 bosses so far. Five of the main bosses. 26 hours in. Put my outfit back on. And yeah, this game has been fantastic. So I just want to play it. Maybe I don't think I'm gonna do the guy unlocks. I think we're gonna do some dog hunting. But I'm gonna quickly go over how the game works. So if you don't care for that, you can skip ahead. I'll put it on screen. But just so you understand what I'm doing, it'll make sense. So this is obviously a Souls game. You have attacking, heavy attacking. If you charge up, that's what it looks like if you just press it. Healing, of course. There's no mana flasks anymore, but the characters all have unique skills and stuff. It's just like Overwatch. So you can see my passive 6 cents up there is cheat death a single time. So if I get hit by something that will kill me, I won't die. Then my chain thing is that it's a hook shot, and you can do a lot of stuff out of it. If you jump, you can do a jump attack. If you just press the heavy attack, you just do a heavy attack. I have this special relic on right now. I have this special relic in slot 1 where I can do a follow-up attack with a greatsword on this character, and I get a special move. So if I do that, it lights it on fire, and it's very cool. And obviously that's not necessary to do anytime, all the time, especially against fire resistant enemies, but still. And then everybody has a ultimate, so do that's it. Charged, you can also do uncharged. It's a little bit worse, but it sends you farther. So but it's better to just charge it, because you have complete immunity while doing it. You can also, what's funny is if you do this, I haven't done this before, you can send yourself flying with the ult, and it's very funny. I think it's better to do it off of a guy. So if we go like this, you can just kind of send yourself flying. I don't use that very often, but yeah. So this is the first character that you start out as, Wilder. He is my favorite character. So he's the one I play the most. I don't know. I'm just a great sword guy. So it's what I like to do. There's 8 characters, 6 unlocked at the beginning, and you have to unlock 2 of them, but they're not very hard. They're over here. All these characters. So you have Wilder, who is who I play. You have Guardian, who is Birdman. He's a shielder. Or not a shielder, but he uses a shield. You have Eagle, Iron Eye, the marksman. Duchess is like a stealth magic caster with daggers and stuff. You have Raider, who's big man, big axe. Revenant, who summons. Recluse is the magic lady, and then Executor is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but Elden Ring. So that's that. And then also over here is the main way to upgrade your characters is to use relics, and relics you get just by playing the game. They change how you play, so like that. I'm gonna put that on there, and then it's different, and you can unlock these different sets, so you can use different colored things. You see how this one I can only use 2 red and a blue. This one I can use a yellow and 2 green. This one I can use a red, a yellow, and anything, because this is a anything slot, so you can put anything here. So it's very nice. There is a whole overarching story going on right now with all the characters, but that doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna play the video game now. I'm going to hunt the dog, the gaping maw, and we'll do the first 2 only. I would do Equilibrious Beast because I really like this fight, but we'll do the first 2 so as to not go too deep into the game and spoil it for a lot of people. This is a multiplayer game. I play it completely solo, or not solo, but I queue completely solo. So everybody I play with are completely random. I don't know them. The hardest DLC in this game is friends. I think we'll just play Wilder. Make it easy. And we're fighting Gaping Maw, so it's fun. this game is very fun, and I'll talk more about how it actually works since we're in the game. Just know that I'm a huge Elden Ring fan. I have 430 hours in Elden Ring, so of course I like the Elden Ring game. But I just think it's great, and I wanted to make a video on this for quite a while since it came out last week. I just have been distracted playing it, so now I'm actually here and sitting down, and there's no Genshin stuff happening until later. So you have your map, and you want to clear out these POIs, and they give you loot. They give you weapons. They give you sword or weapons. They give you weapons. They give you sorcery staves, everything like that, right? I get rid of the shield immediately because I don't need that shit. Hello. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna fight these enemies until I get enough runes to get to level 2, because it gives me like a 50% increase in health and everything. Like it's very good to get to level 2 as fast as possible, and you always spawn in front of a camp of enemies, so getting up there is good. And then you obviously want to pick up loot and stuff. And right at the start, it doesn't really matter what you pick up because you have 6 slots to fill, so you might as well pick everything up. So you can see that I probably should have got into a solo game to actually explain how everything works. But if you see here, you see how it has improved critical hits. That's every weapon has something like that, except for your starting set. So that's why you just want to hoard every single weapon that you find, so that you can, or hoard as many weapons as you can, so that you can get stuff. I hate that guy's name, but so you can get stuff, you know, here now. And now we're gonna end up fighting this guy. I couldn't see because this guy's holy shit. All right, useless ult, but whatever. That's that guy's ult. So when you kill formidable foes, you get this, which let you choose from a couple things. I'm going to take this sword because I use claymores. Level up. And now we move on. You have to go really fast in this game. You only have 14 minutes a day. Then you have to fight a boss at the end of the day. Then you go back to 14-minute. Then you get another 14-minute day. Then you fight another boss. Then you go right to the Night Lord with only the ability to buy some stuff and everything like that. It kind of sucks. This is a shifting earth event. It's a special thing for me killing the enemy I did recently, so that won't always be there. It changes pretty consistently. I'm gonna ult this guy. Pow! And we're gonna whack him a bunch. The sister is almost dead. And these are a lot of enemies just from Elden Ring, so I know how to counter them and everything. It's you know, it helps when you know all the enemies in the video game. I am going to take the 10,000 runes because levels are very important. So we're gonna level up twice. We're gonna look on our map. Yep, we're gonna go here. I've never been into the forest. I don't plan on going into the forest anytime soon. I wish that there was a way to specifically trigger the shifting world event. Like if you kill the boss that originally triggers it again, it triggers it again. I feel like that'd be very fun. I also wish there were unique rewards tied to like each boss. Oh, wrong way. I wish there were like unique rewards tied to each boss where if you, because you can hunt down the bosses over and over again. Like I hunt the dog every now and then when I, you know, get up in the morning or when I need to get like my feet wet again to get used to fighting. I fight the dog again because that's just the one that I like. So I'm gonna run through here, go up here because we're gonna fight a Crystallion. Crystallion, again, Elden Ring enemy. Just take out that guy because he's annoying. There we go. And now he's dead. You can't hit them when they're in their, you know, recovery thing and everything. Ooh, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna keep my flamberge, but I will equip this sword. for just general gameplay purposes. Also grab that. That's a map that will show you some local surroundings, you know, like these bugs. They drop talismans. Talismans are very useful. Do not discount stopping to get the bugs. They are very useful. And I'm sorry if I shut up while fighting. I tend to do that a lot, especially even in Genshin. So even more so in this game where it's actually hard to play the game. So expect me to shut up when I'm in a difficult fight or something. Oh, these churches give you an extra drink. So an extra healing charge. So they're very good to hit them up as soon as you can. Oh, this is Albanor camp. Okay. I know where we are. Once you play this game a lot, you kind of learn you kind of learn every camp layout and everything. Like when you see what type of enemies are there, you learn where the boss enemies are that you need to take out. So yeah, so you can just kind of steamroll your way through this. Defeat enemies for HP, or yeah, we'll do this. Sure. I have another slot up. We'll go with that. Should be a site of grace. Sites of grace spawn after you clear out something important like that. So always hit them up. If you see these blue things on the ground, you know, if I can view one, that down there, it's a spirit spring. They were in the first game, or they're in Elden Ring, but you have to be on your horse in Elden Ring. There's no horse in this game. So you don't have to be on your horse in this game, but you jump really high when you go off. I think I already did this, but I forgot to explain what they are. Now, I'm not a Souls veteran. I mean, I have, 430 hours in Elden Ring, but only Elden Ring. I don't play Dark Souls. I never played Dark Souls. Well, I've played Dark Souls, but I have not finished it. I've not gotten past Quelaag in Dark Souls 1. I have not played Dark Souls 2. I have only gotten past Vort of the Boreal Valley in 3. Like, I don't play Dark Souls very much. I'm not a blinded by nostalgia Souls fan. I genuinely just like this game. So I'm also just a huge Elden Ring fan, so I can make the assumption that the other area is going to be up there. So if we go further, we can hit more on the way back. This is how it is. You get to learn the map. The map doesn't change very much unless it's a shifting world event like we have currently. So you can very easily get to know the map. It kind of sucks that it doesn't change very much. I do think they should make some more maps. I think there should be one map every 2 bosses. So you know how there's Dog and then Gaping Jaw. I think that those should share a map. And then, but when you move on to the next boss and then the boss after that, those 2 should share a map that's different from the first 2. Or they should just introduce 2 more maps and introduce them into the rotation. Like you can randomly get a map depending on what. I don't know. I just feel like more variation is always going to be good. Excuse me, coming through. So you can know there's no boss down there, like in some maps, or in some, like there sometimes is. So you just run up here, and you can just kill the boss who's up here. You just learn all the individual structure layouts. So it's very, very nice to just kind of learn. And I only have 26 hours in this game, which you might be thinking that's quite a lot. No, it's not. So yeah, again, you have to go fast. You want to hit about level 7 on the first day, and then you want to get as high as you can on day 2. There's easier things to do than, like, some things are easier than other things. So knowing what you can and can't do at low level is very useful. Up here, there's that knight that's shooting at us is up here. So we're gonna go up here. And you don't have any fall damage in this game. You can just jump off of anything. But enemies have fall damage. So if you shove them off stuff, it's very useful. There we go. And obviously, if you're new to Souls-likes, this game is probably not gonna be fun for you. Um, Sadly, that's just the nature of a game based off of another Souls game. You have to like the Souls formula. Not even the Souls formula in this game. You just have to like the gameplay of a Dark Souls game, of a Souls game, in order to like this game. And I, love one of them, and this is most similar to the one I love. So it's very easy for me to get into playing. So team structure is a pretty big aspect in this game. Like, you want your team to have multiple unique characters. Having a tank and a ranged character is always good, and then the other person can play whatever. So like right now we have a tank in terms of guardian, we have a ranged character in terms of the recluse, and then I'm just kind of here to more focus on damage. Wilder can very competently tank, like, no, I say tank, but he can very competently be the one that draws the aggro and gets focused on by the boss. You can totally do that. It's just you have to, it's very good to have a balance, but you can totally all play the same character. Like, I had a game, the last game I played, in the first game where I fought the equilibrium, no, it wasn't the first game. One game I had where we fought the dog, we were all Wilder, and it was some of the most fun I've had in this game because we all did the same thing, and it was weird. We didn't all do the same thing, because we all had different styles of ways of building the character. Like, one guy was running katanas to do bleed, another guy ran clay or colossal swords for the huge stance damage. I ran my normal great sword, or my normal great swords, just like great swords. Man, it's so loud. So, everybody plays the game a little bit differently. I tend to stick to great swords as Wilder just because that's what he's built for, and I like great swords. Great swords are my favorite weapon class. So yeah, I can use whatever though, so it doesn't particularly matter. Like, but alongside the great swords, I also carried, all right, this is a Dark Souls 1 boss, by the way. It's very cool that there are some in here, There's I've only fought 2 of them that I know of. I fought this guy, and I fought the Duke Steer Freya, which is from DS2. Who are you going for? Me, I think. Oh. Bam. God, I love this fight. This fight is so much fun, and with Elden Ring mechanics. Like, this is one of the few bosses from a Souls game I've actually beaten. I fought this guy in Dark Souls 1 when I was playing it, and it's unironically very fun to fight him in. It's very fun. Oh, it's very fun to fight him in. You can chop off his tail too, so I'm targeting the tail. Man, there's so much stuff happening on the screen. All right, well, I'm not targeting the tail anymore. Now, I'm gonna try to chop off the tail. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Nope. But I promise you can chop off the tail. We just kind of killed it. So yeah, guard counters I don't need. I'm gonna take the longer iframes so I can dodge more better. This game is great though, and this game is probably even better with friends from what I've heard. I don't have any of those, so I'm stuck playing solo. But not even solo, I'm stuck playing with randoms. I have had so much success with randoms though. No, only a couple times have randoms been complete morons. Like, there was this one game I was playing earlier today where I was with a Duchess, and the character doesn't matter, but we were fighting this boss that was weak to lightning, and it does this one move where if you hit it with a lightning attack, it will stop the move and not kill you. So the Duchess was the only one on our team with a lightning weapon, and apparently they didn't know about that, how to counter that. So it was kind of upsetting. but whatever. Oh, he's rotted. Oh, that's because our Birdman has a rot weapon. Very cool. Scarlet Rot is just basically poison, but better. So. I'll take the runes. My controller's been bugging out. I won't press down on the D-pad, so sometimes I have to make sure I slow down a little bit. That's always fun. I mean, I've had this controller for literal years. But now it's a Gen 1 Xbox Elite controller. So, yeah, we can probably take this guy. Yeah, and I don't always use great swords with this man. You know, I had a game where I was using a rotted great axe to apply Scarlet Rot to enemies and everything. Man, stop running away. What? Ah! Boom. A lightning glaive. I'll take poise. Thank you. So the castle, you always want to hit up the castle on day 2. Don't bother going to day 1. You're not going to survive. The castle has a ton of hard level enemies, or not hard, but higher level enemies. It's got a boss too in the underneath. You always want to go to the underneath. Always, always, always. You want to go to the underneath because you can kill the boss, which gives you rewards, and it's a higher level boss, so you get better rewards, and you can get a free talisman if you go up, which is also great. Okay. Ow. Ow. All right, night's changing again. We're inside the circle, so we're fine. It's just like the Fortnite circle, guys. I don't know where our mage is. Yeah. I'll keep this guy distracted. Ow. I'm running into the pillars. I did not know that was happening. I thought he was going to blow forward. There we go. Perfect. A shield, another shield. There are different scalings, of course. It's Souls scaling. So if you know Soul scalings, you'll know. You can look at them, build characters. I'm not going to explain them because it takes too much stamina recovery speed. Yes. Stamina recovery is very nice. We're finding Gaping Jaw, right? We're finding a poison weapon. It's probably not going to be. Ooh, I want this. I will take Eleanor's Pole Blade. That is actually huge. So Eleanor's Pole Blade is a bleed weapon, and bleed weapons are crazy good. I'm actually going to use it instead of what I was using. There is a boss at the top of the castle, all the way at the top. I just want to go look at it, see what it is. Because if it's something we can take on, we might as well, instead of wasting our time on the other giant, fight this guy. Tree Sentinel. I don't think we'll have time for that, sadly. Yahoo! Oh, that is a... Excuse me, coming down. Ow. Yeah, and Wilder is not the best character to give bleed polearm like this. What the holy shit? I don't understand why these guys didn't stay up there. Like, I was gonna go take on that giant on my own so it would distract it from taking on this one, so that, you know, we didn't get absolutely fucked. There we go. Perfect. Boost physical damage, that's good. Just grab this real quick. I am entirely red. I am not usually red. Determination. I don't particularly need it. That is a boss in the jungle, the mighty jungle, where the lion sleeps. This is a funny reference for the big brainers and shit. They kill myself. Well, I'm gonna head off the side of Grace right here to level up, because I have 100,000 runes actually. They're like the level. So the problem with this area is I think we're going to be permanently in rot mode. We're going to be permanently rotted because we're in the forest, and the forest does do rot. Improve dodging, improve damage negation. I don't think I need that. That's Loretta. Don't fight Loretta. So yeah, this is gonna suck. We're gonna be permanently rotted through this boss fight, which is gonna suck massively. Beastmen. Oh, this is probably a dragon, isn't it? And it's kind of nice to use this weapon. I haven't used this weapon in so long. Because... Oh, yep, we're rotted. Ow! Alright, that's unironically pretty big. Yeah, you should totally give this weapon, if you get it to Duchess, give this weapon to Executor. They can make better use of it than pretty much anybody else. But if you don't have those people on your team and you want to use the weapon, use the weapon. I believe this is a dragon. Should be an ancient dragon, yeah. Pow. Ow. I'm just gonna preemptively drink just in case I need to. Oh, he's breathing fire. I thought he was gonna land on me. Did he just try to block the fire with his shield? Yep, rotted. That's fine. Probably haven't bled this guy yet. There we go. Did not do a lot of damage. That's fine. So bleed does a percentage of the health. Oh, what's that? Oh. Screw you, buddy. Ow! So dragons' heads are typically the weak spot. Obviously, they're pretty hard to hit because they're up in the sky usually. But you know, if you can hit the dragon in its head, it's better. If you play Iron Eye, stay back, target the head. Especially with like a jar cannon or a ballista. I almost have my ult back, which is very good. I thought I was gonna land again. All right, the Scarlet Rot's actually not that bad. I thought it would be way worse, but it's not horrible. There's nothing you can't handle. And it will become a problem if we use all our healing flasks and then we can't heal. He's also going outside the circle. Oh. Why would you do that? Yeah, you know you want to. Ow! I fucked that up. Ow. I'm gonna run towards his tail. It's typically the best choice when fighting this man. Run towards him when he does that move. You can jump over the thing if you really want to. Sadly, I don't have any healing, so I'm going to stand in this kind of offset. Oh. I want to be in the circle. Counteract the thing a little bit by throwing my warming stone. This just heals me a little bit. It's actually healing me faster than the rot is doing damage. That's pretty good. Dodge that. Okay. Ow. That's my bad. I did not dodge that. I am rotted, which is not good. Oh, that's so upsetting. I had my burst. I was gonna use my burst and I missed. Kill him. Yes. No. No, that's still not fair. We killed them and we still lost. Oh my god, that's so unfortunate. If my burst had come out when I used it, the bursting and skill mechanics, like the actual button inputs you have to do, kind of fucking suck. Like you have to hold Y and then press left or right trigger, and that just is not very intuitive, especially when you have to hold Y and press RB and LB to two-hand or un-two-hand your weapon. So sometimes I mean to two-hand my weapon, I actually do that. You know, sometimes I mean to, you know, do this. It's so bad. Like, because what happened there is I did my trigger first and then Y. I just did a heavy attack. I didn't, you know, oh, I didn't do that. I did a heavy attack and it sucks. It's so unfortunate. But let's go again. I'll do one more. The Ancient Dragon is just a very hard fight, especially because in this game you're constantly a little lower level than you would want to be. So you can also, in this area, you can revive this man and he beat the fuck out of him. Pow. You can't die and you can't die, so you can just kind of do whatever you want. Oh look, the guy who was queued with me is gone. Oh, there we go. Full queue. I wonder what we're fighting. If it's wolf, the wolf is very easy. I fought him. The dog, whatever you call it. I fought him. Yeah, we're fighting him. Do I want to play Wilder? Kind of don't want to. I kind of want to play Revenant. I think we're gonna do some Revenant gaming. I like Revenant. Revenant's the spirit summoner, right? I can explain her mechanics more in depth. More in depth when I have control over her. But I really enjoy playing Revenant. She's fun. You want to build incantations with her, so faith. She's very high faith scaling, so using incantations and stuff like that is very nice. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. There are so many characters in this game, and well, there's 8 characters, which might not seem like a lot, but they are all very varied. They are all varied, and I like a lot of them. I refuse to play Raider and I refuse to play Recluse, just because those don't fit my play style. I don't like playing pure mage, and I don't like playing like big colossal weapon strength builds either. Anything else I'll play. So her Revenant skill, if you hold the button, you can summon a spirit summon. So we're gonna summon Helen because she's very good for early game stuff, or for multiple. She's very good for fighting multiple enemies. All right. Take all those short. Get all the way. And one of the Revenant skills is necromancy. So if you kill an enemy with your melee weapon, have a chance to revive them as a spirit. It's a very fun playstyle. Sadly, her summons aren't incredibly useful in the final fight against the Night Lord guy. Die. Take the runes. Watch out for the rocks. Cool, we're inside. Ah. Get him, Frederick. Yeah, there we go. Hallmark seal. Yes, I will take this. There's definitely a massive learning curve because, I mean, it's Elden Ring. Again, if you don't like Souls games, you won't like this game. But if you do like them and you're willing to learn, I'd say give it a try. I'm loving it. I hope it turns into a live service game. Like, unironically, I hope this turns into a long-standing game because it'd be fantastic to have a game, like have FromSoft have a game that is live service and it continually gets updates and everything. And I think this genuinely is good enough that it deserves it. Whoa. Oh, that's not fun. Perfect. I actually really like Revenant. The Revenant's gameplay is very, very fun. If you learn how to play her correctly, it's great. So she's one of the spellcasters I like. I also like Duchess. Duchess has very high intelligence scaling. I think it's an A. So using sorceries as the Duchess is a very good idea. And I always dismiss them after I'm done. Like if I'm not currently fighting something, just dismiss them so you don't have to waste their life. It's just a good habit to get into, because they will just like follow you around, and it's perfect. Black Flame, that's probably good. That'll probably be very useful. And you do want to use a melee weapon, or at least I use a melee weapon on her. I just have one because you will probably run out of FP. You have no way to recover FP aside from stacking starlight fragments, so it's kind of unfortunate. I do think that there should be an option, like there should be like a church or something where you can switch flasks into also being FP flasks. I think it just be nice for the the classes that don't rely on skills and spells and stuff, but still can make use of them. Having an option to refill besides just getting lucky and getting starlight shards would be very nice. But maybe that'll come in a future update. Wink wink, nod nod, please. There's a lot of running around in this game, but you're never really completely like relaxed because you're on the clock. You do kind of just want to ignore small enemies and just focus on bosses. It's pretty much useless to fight the small enemies. Like they give a couple runes if you need a couple runes. They can be good, but if you don't need a couple runes, then you just ignore them. I would say if you're gonna play this game, play a melee character before you play a sorcerer or a ranger. So play Wilder, play Guardian, play Raider, play Executor. Play characters that'll put you in the face of danger, and it'll help you learn how to play the game a lot better than not playing those characters. Bestial Sling and Roll of Flame. That honestly might be better than that'll be better than Radagon's light rings or whatever they're called. Radagon's rings of lights. Roll of Flame will be better. So I mean, Raider's obviously the big man with a big sword character, but I personally don't like colossal weapons. They're a little too slow for my blood, so. There we go. Good job, Sebastian. At low AP, summons dark cloud while walking. The cloud will release a violence to lose your star ring. Sure. We'll go with this. So when I walk, if it triggers, these trigger. I don't know. Churches give you an extra healing, like I said, so they are always something good to weave into your. You want to weave them into your. You don't want to go out of your way to get one instead of going for XP, but like if you can get there. If you can get there like on the way to something, or if there's something on the way to it, like make sure to check out the churches to get more health. It's very useful. I've never fully explored a shifting earth event yet. I just haven't gotten to one. Hey, I don't think I'm going to want to do one with randoms. I think I'd want to gather at least one other person who I know I can rely on to do this instead of, oh, there's a hippo, instead of randoms, just because I don't trust randoms very much. You know, maybe they're the greatest players to ever exist. I don't trust it, so. Perfect. Yeah, hippos are easy as long as they're not the golden hippo variant, which I haven't actually found in this. Ooh, that might be better than what I currently have. It'll just be more useful for bleeding, and it's got quick step. So quick step is this. You can dodge easy, so it's very nice for, you know, dodging things. It's hardly, it's not bloodhound step. Bloodhound step is just a better version where you go invisible for a second. I believe it's the heart of the forest, the power of the forest, or something like that. It gives you immunity to rot. So if we're going to be in the rot for a lot of the time, it'd definitely be useful to clear out the forest, or to go through the forest and find the heart of the forest, or whatever it's called, so we can, you know, stay in it well. But there we go. There is a climbing mechanics, obviously, like you see me do 8 bajillion times. They're taken pretty much from Sekiro. They're pretty much just Sekiro's climbing mechanics, but a little dumbed down. And I think they work. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. What the fuck is that? Oh, those are ants. That's what that is. Run away. You. You use fire against the rot tree, so it is usually a really good way to fight this in normal Elden Ring too. Like, just use the rot, use fire against the rot or whatnot. All right. Okay, perfect. Saturnus Torch, Moonveil. I like Moonveil. I don't know. I've never done this before, so I don't know where I'm going, but yeah. Got Moonveil. I believe Moonveil bleeds. Can't it? Yes, it can. I've never done one of these. This is very exciting. I don't know. I want to do all of them. I plan on finishing this game, like being done playing this game when I kill every enemy with, or every main boss with every character. I feel like that'd be very fun. Yeah, that nullifies Scarlet Rot, so you don't have to worry about it. It's especially useful in this area. That's a BBK. Blackblade Kindred. Not some weird analogy. That's just what I call them. I call it Draconic Tree Sentinel TTS. It's just something I've started doing. I do think the spirits are probably going to be pretty useless here. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but we can't do that. Sadly, I don't. Ow! I'm gonna have to use one of these. Oh! Oh my God! This is. Why are you kidding me? I just had to use 2 heals. So this looks like it's probably gonna be Oh, we are fighting the dog. I honestly forget. Ow. I forgot what we were hunting because I'm so not used to the map looking like this. Yes, this is Margit. He's from the first game. Or he's from Elden Ring. Not the first game. Actually, where's my black area? I'll use this. Okay. I hate that the bosses can leave the arena. It's kind of terrible. Yeah. All right, Helen, it's your job. It's your turn. Huh. Yeah, I'm out of FP. I'm gonna have to whack him. There we go. Maximum HP, physical attack. I'll just take the HP. I don't really need the other thing. All right, and this is the final fight next now, which is very nice. Actually got there. Okay, final fight time. This is actually a really good fight. I really like this fight. I think it's a pretty good. think it's a pretty good boss. I would fight this solo if this was in a normal Souls game, I'd fight it there too. So. He has this big sword on a chain, which is kind of awesome. He moves around a lot, so he's kind of hard to hit with magic. But he can make it work. I forgot to summon anybody. Go get him, Frederick. All right, now he's splitting up. So he splits into 3. He has 3 heads in his normal phase, but then he splits into 3. It goes extremely hard. It's just such a cool boss. I missed. I thought he was gonna go back into Uber gamer mode. He will reform into his normal form eventually. Wow. I don't have any FP. Ah! Cracker crystal. Oh, I did not see that coming. That was my own fault. I did not see that coming. Crack another one just in case. No, Helen. Yeah, your summons aren't very good in the final fight. They kind of just die immediately. But we can tell you got this. Ah, there we go. Yay! And we win. This is very fun. That's the first boss. You have to beat that boss to unlock all the other ones. So, you know, and then you have your final stat screen. You get this if you die, but you also get it if you win. And you get all your relics. You get these again if you die, but also if you win. You got specific ones, like this one is for Guardian. He gives a increased duration. Improve Reaper attack power, whatever that means. Improve Godslayer incantations. Rain of arrows. Executor specific. Another Guardian specific. And then you get marks you spend on cosmetics and stuff in the hub. I can show that off. So the marks you see on the bottom right of the screen, you can spend over here in this little pop man. You can buy different relic things. You can buy emotes. You can buy the talking plates. They make noises that, you know, they say what they say. You can buy relics. You can buy this, which is gambling for relics. That's very funny. Yeah. I love this game though. So anyway, that's this video. If you liked it, let me know. I can do more. I don't know if I will though, because I've been just kind of playing this game, so I'll probably forget to record. So, you know, but we'll see what you think about the video game. I really love it. So yeah, if you're playing this, let me know who your main is. I'm very curious because I mean, I'm in Wilder, but I see a lot of other people playing a lot of different characters, but I don't know who their mains are and whatnot. So yeah, let me know. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. I'll see you Friday for weekly recap back in Genshin Impact.